for you. Fingers crossed you'll be able to see this okay. Bear with me. Just need to get the comments up. I think we're live. So we are live. Just wait for some people to come in, really. One person watching right now. Boom shakalak, techno. I hope you're okay, dude. Thanks for joining. It's been a while since I've done a live stream, that's for sure. 4 people in, thank you. How is everyone today? Can you see okay? Let's see if I can get this camera in a better position. How's that? Is that better? Oh yeah. No, Larry. Sorry, Larry. So yeah, I briefly showed this on the channel. I briefly showed this car on the channel, and I decided to basically do a live stream to show you guys. Five people in. I'd love it if you can kind of share it out, guys, in your socials. Be absolutely awesome. Who else is in? Who else is in? 7 people in. Thanks for joining. So the idea is today is I've got a bit of wrenching to do, that sort of thing, and decided to come and wrench on the Tekno SCT short course and take you along for a ride, so I can actually do a video on this car. It's just been sat there doing nothing, and yeah, absolutely gorgeous body on the truck. Really nice. As you know, I am rather fond of a Tekno. Graham, how you doing? Thanks for joining, brother. Hope you're well. So yeah, like I said, Tekno SCT short course. The plan is with this today is get all the electrics installed, and then that way I can actually start using this on the channel then. But I love this old school body that I got for this. Was a friend of mine's RC, and I swapped it for one of my own. So yeah, I'm all good, thank you. I'm all good. I need a better place to put the iPad, I think. Alfonso, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Nice to see some people in. 17 in. I'd love it if you could share this around, guys. I very rarely lately do live streams, so it'd be awesome if we can get a bunch of people in. I know it's kind of early in the day at the moment. So how is everyone? What have you been up to? What have you been up to? What have you been doing with your day? I know Graham is on holiday. I know Larry's just woken up. Alfonso, I'd imagine you're around about the same kind of... Nathan, how you doing? How are you doing, brother? Thanks for joining. 11 people in. Sleek Hobbies, good afternoon. Soon to be. Well, it's 5 here, having a few pina coladas. Very classy, my friend. Very, very classy. Which part of the Algarve are we? Just finished torching the weeds in a backyard track. Yeah, get rid of them. Hello from Pennsylvania. How you doing? It's been a while since I've done a live stream. Very much so. So the plan is, in this video, what I want to do, this is my Tekno SCT410 2.0. It's second-hand car. You'd never tell it was a second-hand car, mind. I mean, it's in very, very good condition. It was owned by a friend of mine. There's only a couple of marks on here. Tyres are new. I swapped it for one of my trucks. And yeah, I just want to get it built up so I can start using it. And I had a really good deal with it, basically. I had a really good deal. It came with the truck as a roller. Obviously, you've got this body that came with it, this old school kind of pickup truck. Obviously, Macho Man Randy Savage on the side there. I love what Tekno do with these, because you obviously got the Hulk and Macho Man. But that's cool. And it also came with this body. So I do have the proper Tekno short course body for it. I think this one's a Pro Line. This one had a few marks on it, so as you can see there was a little crack here and I had to repair it. I have shoe glued the body to kind of get it back into shape so I can use this, but yeah, that's also nice. That's also really nice. Kind of put some stickers on. There was a little bit of damage on the rear here, but again, for the sort of thing that I do, I think it'll be perfect. And this should really rip. Should really rip. I'm quite excited about this one. Massive fan of Teknos, as you know. There's something completely different about the way they drive. But I've shoe glued all the body, as you can see, repaired inside here. So it's actually really tough now. Sleek Hoppy's awesome shape, looks brand new, near brand new. To be honest with you, Sleek, the truck was used. I believe, a total of 3 times. So the guy who owned it first used it once. And then my friend Andrew, who I got it from, used it twice. And then I became the owner of it. I was looking for one. So yeah. The quality on Tekno stuff is just out of this world. Absolutely out of this world. Shock package, you know, the way the whole truck, everything's 7075, big thick chassis on them. And I just kind of love the quality. It oozes quality. Absolutely oozes quality. Right, so the plan is, that's the truck. Then I've been collecting some goodies. So I've got a motor, an ESC, a servo, a receiver, and also a fan for it. So that's the plan. As far as we've got a Savox 1230 SG, so I've got that for it. Let's have a look. Who am I missing? Hello buddy, how are you? Well, greetings from Germany. Hey, how are you doing? Big hello from Brunswick, Canada. How you doing, $1 Million Man? So yeah, Savox, 40mm rocket fan to go on the motor. As you know, I'm a big fan of my Radio Link stuff. So we've got the R7FG receiver, and then ESC wise, a Hobbywing 10BL120 G2. Big fan of these. They work really, really well. Especially in your 4S trucks. I mean, to be honest with you, a lot of my trucks are 4S anyway, so this is more than enough. But they've got some really good ESCs out for not a lot of money now. I picked this one up off AliExpress, and I think, what did I pay for this? I think I paid what did I pay for this? It was around about £37. There was a sale on AliExpress recently, so I'm not sure what that'd be in dollars, but it's not a lot, I promise you. And then motor wise, I've gone with as big as I could fit in here, and was a 4068 2650, and I'm going to put it on a 22th pinion. But again, I've got no issues with pass. I really like them. They're absolutely awesome power packages. I've got a few pass motors in my trucks and never really had an issue with any of them. But yeah, so that is the plan. That is the plan. One to go, game over. Hello mate, Mark over in Cambridge, wishing me well. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you joining. So, it is summertime. What are you guys doing? Are you working on anything? I know people are on holidays, that sort of thing. I'm going to grab some tools now. I'm going to grab some tools. Didn't really plan this very well, did I? Right, I've got tools, so that's good. We have got tools. So what I want to do now is obviously get the motor mount, the motor installed first, then the ESC and the servo at the same time. Well, let's get the motor mounted up and then we'll work our way around it. I hope you're enjoying all the content on the channel as well, guys, honestly. I really do. I have 4 builds planned for July/August. What are you building, Alfonso? Plans are operated. Fly by the seat of your pants. This is the way. This is the way, brother. This is the way. Big Mandalorian fans, both of us. I'm going to take the back end of the car off first, though, because with these ones, I find it easier to mount the motor with the back end off. Plans are overrated. Overrated. Ah, got you. Okay. Plans are very overrated. You are right there. 28 people in. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I've had a weird couple of months. Oh, thank you very much, Gareth. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying the XRT build. Really am. I know a lot of people want to see me back wrenching, that sort of thing, and I've kind of just been busy. It's raining here now at the moment, so kind of been busy just working on cars. Let's just make sure these are all cracked off first. Working on cars, getting out, enjoying the weather, and we have got wet rain all this week now, unfortunately. So it is what it is. It's time to work on some other vehicles. I want to get these ready for when the weather becomes better again. I need... What do I need? I need one of them and one of those. Right. Because I don't like working using normal tools. Oh, no. What's that? That's 2 mil. And let's get a magnetic tray. These are good, guys. Picked these up from a local hobby shop. Friend of mine did pick me up one. Really handy. Keep all your screws in one place. Ask me how I know, because I'm very good at losing screws. Very good at losing screws. And any thoughts about the Funko sound card to complete the 8S track sync? I just don't, for me personally, I don't, Gareth, to be honest with you, I really don't think I'd have any use for it. Gotta remember, I remember now, Tekno, you have longer screws in the front there. I just don't think I'd have any use for it. Let me just check. Yeah, 2 screws there. 2 screws there. Bottom skid plate comes off. Good afternoon, Brian. Thanks for joining. How you doing, brother? Thanks for joining. JG, hi from South Texas. How you doing, brother? Thank you for joining. Hope you're enjoying the top-down angle, guys. Basically, I've started working at a different end of the workshop. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a screw in here as well. So this essentially is exactly the same platform as what my MT410 was. Oh look, grass. We don't like grass. It's definitely been run. Okay. Now, if I remember, we have, do I have to take this brace off? Does look like it. 1, 2, 6 screws, and then I can get at the tower to tower. Yeah, should be able to do it that way. There's one there. Yeah. It is absolutely chucking it down with rain outside. Brian's going on the shelf. Very nice. There he is, Mr. Manning. How you doing? Thanks for joining, my friend. I do appreciate you being in. Guys, honestly, I'd love it as well, if you don't mind. Please share this out, if you can, amongst the groups. Let's get this really busy in here. Yeah, so I've had a funny couple of weeks. And I just needed to come and chat with you guys and relax a little bit and just chill out, really, to be honest with you. Mega excited to run this. Currently watching on mute while I'm reading the comments. I'm currently at my son's piano lesson. Mr. Bain, how you doing? Thanks for joining, my friend. Hope you enjoyed your nanny nap. On the Tekno SCT410. Yeah, maybe we won't say that. We're not past watershed yet. Where's Ralph? I thought he was he was the mechanic. Ralph, well, at the moment, Larry, to be honest with you, outside is horrendous, rain-wise. And I didn't want him kind of sat down here in the rain, moaning and groaning, and just getting in the way. So every time I put him in, he likes to be able to have free reign, the door open, and just run back and forth. So yeah, he'll be on a live stream one day. He will be on a live stream one day. But yeah, it's the weather's bad at the moment. Right, what are we on? 7 mil. Is it 7 mil on these? No, of course it's not. I remember now, it's Tekno. I think it's 9 mil on these, if I remember rightly. 9 mil. Not one. Here you go. I knew one of these spanners fitted. What is it? 8 mil. 8 mil. So electrics wise, what we're putting in here, Rob, is, I'll tell you now. Hang on. Is and it should fly. It should fly. Is 4068 2650 motor. That's about as big as I can get in there. 10BL 120 G2. Savox 12SG servo. A R7 FG receiver. Dual antennas, so I've got good range and signal. And a 40mm rocket fan with mount. So that's the plan. That is the plan. Happy day. Thanks for joining. Guys, share them out amongst your socials. I'd love it if you could. That'd be absolutely amazing. Right. Let's get this back end off. I know there's 2 more screws underneath. Yes, yeah, I'm staying with these wheels. They're Schumacher mini spikes on the rear, and then I think they're the staggered. I think they're on the front. What are they? Yeah, staggered short course wheels on the front. Nice wheels, actually, to be honest with you. I like the inserts on them as well. Really kind of firm and decent. Pinion, probably gonna go with a 20 tooth on this one. And then run it on 4S. I think that'd be a good idea. Is that, yep, that is starting to come loose, so that's good. Lots and lots of screws in here. Oh, it should fly. It should fly. I would imagine it'd be pretty quick. That's the plan anyway. Let's take this other wheel off. Well, I'm hoping it will do anyway. I'm hoping it will do. They're good. They're really nice quality truck though. I mean, I know there's a lot of screws to take things apart, but for good reason, you know, because they ooze quality, these things. Definitely one of my favorite brands, Tekno. I mean, even as a basher, I mean, I know this essentially is a race truck, but even as a basher, I've got the OG 410. I've had the 410 2.0. And well, you know, a lot of my friends, a lot of you guys, have seen me driving that truck, and it was one tough cookie, to be fair. The MT410, the 2.0. And to be quite honest with you, I don't feel that they need upgrades either. Hope you got a strong wheelie bar. Yeah, I have actually. I got the MT410 wheelie bar for the rear. I'm going to do the little mod and put the bearings in here like I did on my monster truck as well. There you go, that's the back end. Awesome. Right, but yeah, quality wise, absolutely stunning. Oh, might put some grease on there as well. Right, we got the back end apart now. Happy days. Let's have a quick look. Guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel as well, please do. I would absolutely love for you to jump on board. This channel is based upon my journey through the hobby. I'm not a review channel as per se. I do review products from time to time, but my main goal with this is essentially just to record my journey through the hobby and enjoy it. I might check the centre diff now for see what fluids he's put in there. There you go. There you go. Right. Oh, it does feel nice actually. There's no issue there. Right, okay, I'm going to leave that. Mr. Casey's pretty good with that sort of thing, so. Right, let's get this rear mount off. I can then mount up the motor. Let's take the drive shaft out a second. I might do, Jared. I'm not sure yet, to be honest with you. I'm going to see how this runs. Bearing in mind, obviously, smaller wheels with this as well. Don't know. Knowing me, probably, yes. Big shout out to the guys at Adventure, which essentially was what we got here. That's for the chassis brace. Right, okay. So let's put that in there like that. So there are my screws for there. There are my mounts. And then, there you go, perfect. Right, I'm going to get a brush to clean my hair. I am very much looking forward to running another Tekno. I absolutely love how direct these feel when you're driving them. Perfect. Right. It's all about having fun. You are right. Definitely on that one. So, motor. So the plan is, yeah, see it fits in there perfect, this does. Absolutely awesome, loving it, thank you. And then I can put the wires across over here, straight into the ESC. Absolutely wicked. And then, yep, so 22th pinion, that's what I need. And screws. Here's some screws. Here's my pinions. Pinions. There you go. Is that a... Nope, that's a Tamiya one. Tamiya. Is that a 20? Looks bigger than 20 to me. Let's just count the teeth. Got an 18 tooth, 16. That's way bigger than a 20. Is that a 20? No, I'm not going to want this one, Robbie, to be honest with you. I want to keep this as flighty as I possibly can, mate. I really don't want to go overboard with this one. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I think this is 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21. Oh no, actually, hang on, it's me counting it. It does say 20 on there, I think. Let me just hold it up to the light. Yeah, 20. Hey! I don't know why I was counting 21 then. Right. Okay. So 20 is this screw here. I believe is this one there. Yeah. So I need to find the screws now. Well, I use Avid pinions. Again, race pinions. I've used them from day one. I haven't really had any problems. The other one I do use now and again is Tekno pinions, obviously, and also yeah, racing. All really good, actually. Never really had any problems with any of them. Let's have a look. So screw is, I believe, there, so that would be for that one. And then I need another one for there. Wicked. Awesome. Does that go through that hole is the question. Of course it doesn't. Nope. Does it? Doesn't go through there, Chris. What are you on about? So let's get my other box of screw out. I think I've got some other size cap heads. Get ready for the count. 1, 2, 3. 1. Cap head screw. I think that would do. Yep. I've also got an LC Racing coming up on the channel as well, guys. I'll show you. There you go, that's better. Now, are these screws going to be too long? That is the question. One fits like that. Yeah, so I don't like the way that motor wires are going that way, so let's try it there. A little bit curved. Mr. Manning's got sound. Thanks, Gareth. I did like your comment just now. Everyone likes a little finger. There you go. So they will fit like that. My motor wires, it's not exactly how I wanted it, but if I put my ESC here that way, that's going to be held up like so. So what I really need is, can I tilt it the other way, because I don't really want it towards there because of my center brace. So there. Yeah, it's going to have to go that way, unfortunately, by the looks of things. Awkward screw holes. Awkward. Hello chat, help Chris out. Hit that like button. It does help him and it doesn't cost you anything. Thank you very much, Alfonso. Any more plans with the XB Outcast, like what you've done? Yes, actually, to be honest with you, Mark. I assume you're talking about the 8S. I've got some more M2C goodies for it. Now, if you remember when I took it out on the first run, I actually bent the drive shaft. So I was talking to Avery. I've got a build coming up with the Mojave on the channel. And I was talking to Avery, and he's sent over the overkill drive shafts for it, and also replacement Del rim parts for the pivot ball retainers. Now, is this screw going to be too long is the question. That doesn't sound great, I'll be honest with you. So I might have to delve into my... let's leave that like that. We need some slightly shorter screws. Slightly shorter. Now, have I got slightly shorter is the question. Have I got slightly shorter screws? I think I have. I think I have. Are they going to be long enough is the question. Possibly. Could do with being a bit longer than that, mind. So let's have a look. As long as they hold the motor in, you should be fine. Yeah, that should do it. That should do it. Right. Loctite, that's what we need. Oh, I'm shaking it. I'm hoping you guys can see properly as well. I hope you can see everything being worked on properly. Let's get some screwdrivers on the go. Guys, by the way, if you're looking for a decent set of, and yes, Method sent them to me, but I've been using these now for months. These are very good, honestly. I've had nothing but a good experience with these Method drivers. They're titanium nitride coated. And for a full set, so 5 in total, cost half the price of 3 MIPs. I've not rounded any off. They've all held up. Been really good. So, maybe you already said, Chris, how big is the motor in kV? KV wise, happy day is 2,650. So going to be perfect for 4S in this truck. Hopefully that helps you, buddy. Wasn't really fussed on the way the wires come over here, mind. Should be alright. Should be alright, as long as I can get the ESC this side. So any of you guys made any new purchases with your RCs at the moment? Or have you got anything new coming? Anything exciting? Guys, as well, we have got other YouTubers in the chat here as well. So we've got Graham RC. Chuck him a subscribe. We've got Alfonso from Spare Time RC. Go chuck him a subscribe. Does some awesome work on the channel. And also Happy Day RC. Again, go chuck him a subscribe. You know, let's work as a community. Let's get each other's channels booming. I'm all for community. There's enough people out there that unfortunately would rather work solo, but I genuinely want to see other people succeed as well. I mean, I'm so really blessed to have you guys come along and watch my videos, so it'd be nice to see other guys get the kind of the, what's the word for it, the loyal crowd as what I have. I'm you know, I'm a lucky guy. I'm a lucky guy, I know this. Right, let's get having a Traxxas does help. Yes, you are right. Everyone loves a Traxxas. Right, 2 mil. Need 2 mil driver. There you go. So we got 2 mil, and also, honestly, I really do like these. They're so nice to work with. What do I need to do here? Let's get, first thing, actually, put that back in there. Let's get this motor mount back in at the back here first. So the motor is in, they're Loctited. This can then go in here. So I need these screws. Turn the car upside down. Let's have a look. Markers. Got a new RC hitch to scratch. Just don't know what the following. Fancy a short course. Do you know what? It was a couple of the boys here, Marcus, that got me into the short course side of things. As you know, I really loved my Mojave, and one of my favourite RCs to date. Honestly, absolutely love that truck. And short courses, they're challenging, I find, to drive fast. You know, because of obviously the big floaty body, and they kind of pitch and roll and catch air, and you know, you've really kind of got to concentrate to get the power down with them as well. Hang on, is that longer? No. There you go. Happy days. Thank you, friend. I will work even more And then obviously in German, I'm not sure what that says, buddy, unfortunately. Your English is better than my German, that's for sure. Okay. Make sure that's nice and tight. God, it's blowing a gale outside. Right, okay, so centre diff. Centre diff will go here, like so. Oh, there's an O-ring in here, let's not lose that. Which short course you looking at, Marcus? Jared, waiting for the new Vitvon rear differential to arrive on my Crichton 6S V6. Stock one had a dreaded sun gear failure. Did you shim it, Jared? I mean, for me, that really helps. Really helps. Right, so that is going to go. We need the drive shaft here. Make sure you don't lose that. So that is in. Then that goes in like that. Oh, no, maybe I didn't have it in the right place. That's what she said. There you go. There you go. They are Method RC tools, yes. Yes, they are. I've been using them for a while now, Grum. They do a set of drivers, obviously hex drivers. And they also do nut drivers as well. And yeah, I like them. They work well. Really good. Right. Diff case. So that goes on like so. That is now held in place. Okay. So when I put my pinion gear on now, that should also be in place. And include some shims so they know it's set up correctly. The EXP should actually come with shims. If you look in the instructions, there's a bag of shims. In fact, I'll show you now. So you've got, there should be 2 bags. You get 2 bags with your EXP. So you get the shims for the gears, obviously sort of for your differential for side-to-side movement. And you also get your EXP plates, but yeah, they come with these 13 by 6 by 0.2. If TC are listening, then please could easily be based on the Kagama 6S. Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? That really wouldn't it be nice? See, I love this. Perfectly meshed straight away. So all I need to do now is, if I've got this right, is move my gear slightly to the left. There. Nice. Nice. Jersey Style, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining, my friend. the Loctite or thread locker. Jared, mine isn't an EXP, it's a vanilla V6. Logic RC sent me shims. So the new sun gear as well is instructed. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I've done a few tutorials on the channel as well, Jared, if you want to have a little look, dude. In fact, if you go to my my notorious build, where I turned it into my version of an EXP, on there I actually show you how to shim it. Honestly, it's easy to do, dude. A lot of people make it a lot harder than what it actually is on videos, I've found previously. Because when I started looking for information, when I first got back into the hobby, Christ, some of the videos I was watching, it was literally blowing my mind. There you go. Perfecto mundo. Perfect match. Perfect mesh. Let's be honest, we all love perfect mesh, don't we? Who doesn't love a perfect mesh? Right, okay, so gears there perfectly. Yes. Let's put some screws in. Right, that's one. Two. Put this on as well. There you go. Nice and neat. Very pretty. I can go in there. I can go in there. That can go in there. And that can go in there. So one motor, and then we can put the back end back on. We get the ESC plate out, install the ESC in. Feels lovely, like a glove. Like a glove. Right. Okay. Trying to remember now. Am I better off taking the side off while I run the electrics? And then put it all back together. Let's see if there's any new comments. No worries, Grim. You're welcome, dude. 100%. If I can help you, brother, I will. You know that. Thanks for checking out. Need to shim the front end, front diff now. Mark, I will. I am actually. I'm on about bringing a few tracks as well. They invited me up to come up there. So I am going to be attending. I believe that's in August, if I remember rightly. I spoke to the guys up there, Dom and Ben, and yeah, I'm probably going to be attending the Horizon Hobby Day. Be rude not to, because they've been really supportive of the channel as well. Really supportive. Right, let's crack back on. So, are you going to be there, Mark? Are you going? Be good to meet you. So that is for 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's the servo in. So let's get the servo in, shall we? Or do I just drop the wiring in? Probably better if I take that out and then I can just mount it, can't I? Yeah, do that, Chris. That's a good idea. Let me remember rightly now. So servo goes that way. Then the wire comes out the back here, runs up this little side here, and then into the receiver box. Nice. Okay. So I get the servo in first, and then I'll put the back end on. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it, dude. Be nice to meet a few people as well. I was going to advertise it on the group, actually. Oh no, Graham, get it. That's a shame. Yeah, every wife needs convincing to buy an RC. Why can't I get this out? I'll tell you why, Chris, because it's all part of the side plate, yeah. Well, flipping heck. Let's get a torch. I need a torch. So I have to take it all apart is the question. Can I run the wire? I'm trying to remember now. It goes in there, away from the drive shaft and up. So I could do it the hard way. Take all the screws out, and then, unfortunately, so what I think I'll do is take the SE plate out, put those screws back in, take the SE plate out, mount the servo in there, run the wire on, and save myself a lot of hassle. How's that? That's a good idea. That is a cracking idea. Let's put these back in. Well, that was pointless. It was 2 minutes of the night. Guys, promised the missus saucy weekend away. Ah, dude. Well, you know, when in Rome. Yes, Marcus, I'll bring the HP and the ketchup. I'm more of a Branston kind of guy. Guys, if you're watching the video, please put a like on it. That'd be absolutely awesome. It really helps me, it helps the channel, and essentially it helps people realise that I'm live. If you don't mind, that'd be epic, absolutely epic. Right, we have got screws in the bottom here now. So I think there's only one holding it in at the moment. I don't know why. Maybe he's put screws in the... Yes, he did. Right. ESC plate is out. Good. Let's do it this way, and then you guys at home can actually see what I'm doing properly, can't you? Rather than... Right, let's take these out. Don't let the chunks ruin it. Yeah, no chunky bits. We don't like chunky bits. Oh no. No. Gotta wash it down there. There you go. Don't need any more. Branston only. No, see, I like the the fruity. Suit you, sir. Suit you. Why do? Hang on. We've ended up on talking about sauce, haven't we? Right. Okay, so now feed the wire. It should be. Yes. Okay, so goes in there. I'm trying to remember how this goes. In there, through the side of here. No, don't do this to me. I've got to take it apart, haven't I? You swine. Oh well. The really annoying part about this is I think I can't get the screw from there unless, hang on, can I use a ball-ended? Yes I can, probably. No I can't because it's Loctite. Gutted. Trying to remember because there was a space basically for the servo wire, and I'm sure it came from I don't think it came from that way. Well, that's naffed it. I've literally just put Loctite in there as well. That's not good. Have a puff, have a think about it. Can't stand it when stuff like this happens. Adapt and overcome. That's what we need to do. Adapt and overcome. Can I just lift it up is the question, and then just pass the wire underneath, because it doesn't come back out this side. Now if I remember, on my MT410 there was a gap in the side here, and you actually passed it through. I think what they've done on this car is not actually put a gap there. Oh, there is. Oh, there is actually. Yeah, you're good. There is. Don't panic, Chris. It's just you not looking in the right place. Of course it is. Right. Well, the worst part about it is I've got to get a set of tweezers in there to run the wire down there. Right, I need a bright light. We need to get some proper lighting up this end of the workshop, I think. Can I curve it upwards? I knew there was a channel there for the wiring to come through. Right, so if I go and get a pair of tweezers, I can grab it from there. That's better, you can see. I'm cheating I am, guys. I don't want to take the whole... Here you go, I got it. I got it. I didn't want to take the whole car apart. Okay, that's better. And then that runs down. There is a channel in the centre here to clip my wire underneath. And then that goes into the receiver box. Now the only thing I will say here is it doesn't look like this wire is that long. Get a hammer out. Yeah, man in. I'll be around your house later and we'll grab some hammers off you if that's alright. Gareth has a substantial collection of hammers, which I was, you know, everyone needs hammers. Now, the only thing I will say here though is this servo does seem a little bit tall. Why? Why does that servo seem too tall? Is a Savox servo too tall? Have I done something wrong? That seems a bit strange. I didn't think the Savox was that long. Let's have like a normal servo. I've got a brand spanking new JX here as well. We could just use the JX. It's not what I wanted to use, but let's have a quick look because I will say this Savox seems very tall. Yeah, straight away. Okay. So that answers that then. We're not using the Savox. Prince Play, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining, my friend. Right. So just to show you the profile on the Savox, if you look at the difference, this has got a fair bit extra on top. So the servo, this is brand new, so I might as well use this. But yeah, it's a shame mine, because I do like Savox servos, but this one, if you, there you go, that's a better way of looking at it. See the difference in the two? This is a strange one. Now, so we're not using a Savox. So does that mean, because I've also got the SB, and I'm going to use that on my Mojave. Is this, no, so look at the difference in that one, guys. This is well overkill, really, for this build. So what, in the comments here now, guys, in the comments here, which servo would you use in this car? I can't use this one, the 1230 SG, but I have got an extremely powerful Savox servo here, okay? Or would you go with the EcoBoost? Now, bearing in mind, like car, go with the Eco. Anyone? Anyone else disagree? And then keep this for a different build? Is that the... What's everyone else think? Should we go with the EcoBoost? And then keep the Savox for the Mojave? Yeah, okay, good. Right, thanks for confirming, guys. Perfect, thank you, dudes. It does look like it's got a longer wire as well. Right, let's go back to trying to get the cable through the channel now, shall we? For God's sake, just stay still. There you go. That's better. Would have been much easier if I took this car apart, wouldn't it? There you go. I've got it. I've got it. Hooray! Thank God for that. Right, okay. Brilliant. Brilliant. I think I put an EcoBoost in my MT410 actually, to be honest with you. So it's not the end of the world. It really isn't. Thinking about it, I did order this EcoBoost for this build. It's just I forgot completely all about it. Completely forgot about it. I got a video coming out later on as well, guys, if you guys are interested in watching. I've got the Typhon Grom video. As you can see, it's got a baddie leg at the moment, so I am waiting on parts. But yeah, I really did try this out properly. So video coming out on that later. I think it's around about 8 o'clock, something like that is coming out. Right, servo is in. Perfect. That is going to sit on top of there like that, and you should have some nice steering going on. Right, run that cable through there. Yeah, I've got tons more now, tons more compared to how it was. Right, move all this out of the way. ESC. I need to mount the ESC, don't I? So if I remember rightly, the ESC plate goes this way, like so. And then my cable for the ESC goes down into that channel over there. No, was it this way? Oh, okay, he's actually put one of the screws in the bottom here. Martin asked what the Steve... Yeah, so guys, Martin, our friend, I've never met anyone like him, honestly. I really haven't. He's... his driving... Do you know what? And the worst part about this is when he's driving properly, he's actually a really good driver. He's quite fast, actually. Gareth will confirm that. But Martin, I would like to say he's got a brain fart. He kind of loses concentration, should we say? And yeah, as you can imagine, all hell breaks loose. Right. So that is the SE plate. So all I need now is this. Ooh, wow. I do love a new ESC, that's for sure. Hear me now! How's it going, Andy? Hope you're well, mate. Crap. I just realised. Oh, okay. There is a connector on you. Well, that makes it a little bit easier. I can plug something into that anyway, sod it. How are you? Finger cramps. He doesn't get finger cramps at all. Really doesn't get finger cramps. What he gets is lack of concentration. Martin wouldn't know a finger cramp if it hit him in the face. What he actually gets is just, well, to be honest, he just turns off, doesn't he? Just drives like an idiot. Every single event we ever go to, his car is always about 6 foot in the air while we're flying around on the floor. Nice guy, head full of custard. Right, so that is going to go in there like so. So if I mount it here, will that reach over there? Yes, it will. And my power button will go down the side here perfectly. Yes. Right, so it needs to go up the top here. And I believe there should be some holes for it somewhere. No. No, are they this way? Don't think they are. No. Okay, so we are going to mount it closer to the chassis. So I'll mount it there with a little bit gap. And it looks good to me. And then the power lead can reach over the top of here, that's fine. Wire can go down underneath. Now, did they put tape in there? Did they even put instructions in here is the question. Oh, shut up. Where's the rest of it? They normally add 3M tape. Hobby Wing, you shot yourself in the foot here. Normally include 3M tape. Well, I don't think I've got any more. Gutted. Have I got more? Have I got more? Ambrosia Brain, definitely. Definitely. I have got lock tape I could put in though. That would hold it in. Make it easier getting it out, wouldn't it? Right, okay. Let me just see if I've got, I know I had some here, I had a mounting plate here somewhere. But it looks like I used the tape. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I've got a bunch of ESCs here. Nope, they're not in there. I'm determined to get this done today. Zip ties, no. Why do I keep boxes with nothing in them? I should have, this is a Max 6 box. No, never mind, we're using the lock tape. Right, lock tape. Okie doke, sod it, it's going in that way. Thank goodness for the capital G. So I need a sharp knife. Adapt and overcome. Rip Rider, thanks for joining. Right, that is on there. You need the same size piece for the bottom. So make a little nick there. Not perfect, but I've run out of 3M tape, so it is what it is. Not my driving, it'll probably, well, saying that, Martin will hit me at some point, so it'll come flying out, I'd imagine. Right, so now that should go in. If we put that like that, there you go, that's locked in. That's not going anywhere, so happy days. Sweet! That is in there. Screw that back in. Let's put the wire underneath on you. So this comes underneath like so, then that goes out the side there. Perfect. Perfect. Happy days. Cabling. There you go. There you go. Then this one comes up there like so. Channeling that on this does work, but it's just a pain in the backside to get in place properly. Once they're in, they're in. Flip that around. Awesome. So look at the comments. Marcus, every people had a problem with the warranty. Have to fit the battery connector to an ESC, or will places still on a crap soap? What was the thanks for confirming. Marcus, what are we talking about? Which ESC are we on about, bud? Because if we're talking hobby wing, normally they're pretty good, to be honest with you. I would say with a hobby wing ESC, they understand people will use different connectors. Yeah, normally pretty good. Right. Little. Yeah, you should be good. You should be good, dude. What's the problem with it? I can't see there being an issue with a hobby wing ESC, especially on warranties. There you go. My OCD is better now. Put that back in. So let me just show you. In there, as you can see, there's a channel for your cabling to go through, and you run it out the ESC out. Same with the servo. Run it along this channel, out of the way of the drive shaft, and then here you have a little clip that holds it all down, and then that goes into your receiver box here. Again, very neatly done. I mean, it's a lot easier, to be honest with you, if you're building a car from a kit, mind. Let's put them right down properly. But Very nice. Very nice. I would say, Marcus, you should be all right, to be honest with you. There you go, so that's all in there, nice and tidy. Now, if I remember rightly, to get into this receiver box, I do have to take this side plate off, if I remember right. It was a lot easier doing it that way and feeding it in. Now, it all depends if whoever built it has used a ridiculous amount of Loctite. Don't know, we might be good. And remember the battery tray, you've got 1, 2, No, me neither. Me neither, because normally when you're blasting about, your cabling is the one that's going to suffer. Because you'll end up getting it caught in something. That I can guarantee you. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. Right, so there should be no more screws left in there. Is there one up here? Yes. Just everything is like super well made with these. It's nice though, because it is essentially like working on my old MT410. And I believe that should come loose then. Was there any more? I was trying to think. Oh yeah, one at the back underneath. Which I may as well turn it over and do this anyway. Let's put the ESC plate screws in. There's one. Let's tighten that down. Not too much. For God's sake. Right, put that one in here then. Wrenching myself through a, what was that? Slipper clutch through the screw and the bearing and the spring. Nice. So what are you working on? The 4S Outcast, is it, noobs? By the way, welcome to the live stream. Nice to have you on board. Guys, I know a lot of you are subscribed, but if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so, because it costs you nothing. It means the absolute world to me. There you go. ESC is in. Perfect. Right, what was I doing? Battery tray. Battery tray. There's one screw here, if I remember. Like and sub if you want. Yeah, thanks. Thank you, Rider. I think we need to make Rut Rider a moderator. What do you reckon? Right, if you'd like that, I'd love to have you on as a moderator, bud. That's if you've got enough time. Xiaomi Mi Bot robot. At the same time, I upgrade my XRT to XXT with Alu Traxxas parts. Very nice. Very, very nice. As you know, big fan of the XRT. Yeah, snapped my V2. No clue how I did it. Snapped the screw in the rear plate. Was over tightened near set by rolling it, and then the wheels locked. I've not got a 2.5 as well. Ah, dude, that's a shame. Oh well, okay, that's different. I've taken all them screws out, and in the MT410 you had to take the battery tray out to get the wiring, because the wiring came from underneath. It went around the side and then underneath and in. Well, on this one you don't have to do that, so yeah, well, that was a lot easier than I anticipated. And now we're going to put all the screws back in. Wonderful. Only if I'd taken the receiver box out for a top of the receiver box off first, eh? Never mind. Been a long day. Been editing videos. Never mind. Doesn't take long to put screws back in. Doesn't take long to put screws back in at all. And at least I've checked it. It all looks neat. So that's the main thing. That is the main thing. Let's get my ESC wire out of the way down here. And then my battery wire. That can go with there. And then mount that up towards the motor like I did previously. Or do I just about kink it into there? That'll be better. Yeah. Well, taught me a lesson. Should I look first, shouldn't I? What a tit. I pretty much am, but yeah, I am. So what happened was with my job, they cut the hours. Now, I always said I wasn't going to work until a certain age. And I wanted to wind down. Now, to put this in perspective, my father had a stroke last year, and it kind of put like a light on what I was already thinking. And he worked all his life, and I just thought to myself, well, I never want to get to the age where I've worked all my life, and let's say maybe my health fails, and I'm unable to kind of enjoy my life as much as I'd like, you know, after I retire. So what happened in work was they were unfortunately having cutbacks. So what I wasn't intentionally looking to do so, but the opportunity arose. I've got a really supportive wife who kind of believes in me, and she's got a really awesome job. She's got a good wage. And so I've kept my job working a fixed amount of hours, but then what I've done is I've changed it up, and I make the videos now. So yeah, very lucky man really, and I'm thoroughly enjoying doing it. I get time to see the family. I get time to do this, and I also get time with my dogs, which is nice because, as you know, I love my dogs. And to be honest with you, we're no worse off than we were before. I wouldn't say we're massively better off, but we're not struggling. So I don't know. I've never really kind of bought into the whole system, like where people work all their lives and then when they retire, you're in a situation where you can't enjoy your life as much as you'd like to due to ill health, and I think it's a big trap, unfortunately, a lot of us kind of go into. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with people who have, all right, okay, I admire them, but I never really wanted to be that person. And it's not a case of being lazy, because I when I was working full-time, Jesus, I was working some hours. I'd work full-time throughout the week, and then come the weekend I'd be working again, and I was also doing this and also trying to spend time with the family, and yeah, just something I had to give. Now, as you know, another thing is I wanted to improve my quality of as well as my mental health, because I did find myself I wouldn't say slipping down a slope, but I just didn't feel myself sometimes, and I think a lot of us actually get to that point as well, where you don't essentially feel you. But I will say, this is just as much a job, producing videos. I find, you know, it takes a lot of time to do these things, where a lot of people don't kind of realize. I do it for the fun of it, right? So let's get that out of the way. And this would never be my full-time job, I don't think. You know, hey, well, you never know. Maybe at some point you might, but never say never. But I'm happy to work, but it's nice that I've got the opportunity to kind of do something a little bit differently from the norm than some people. Some people are happy to work full time, and yeah, well, me, I'm just happy to be me. I'm in a good place with a good family and good people around me, and I just appreciate everything for what it is. And like I say, I've always admired my father for his work ethic and how hard he worked. And it's just a shame that what happened, you know, to him, I suppose. I'm not saying that, you know, the guy is incapable of doing anything, because far from it. He's still very capable man. But it was just a shame to see him go from one thing to another. And talking about that has dried my mouth out, because yeah, I don't often like talking about it, but I just felt sometimes maybe I should. Anyway, moving on. Where are we? We need to put screws back in, don't we? So I've got one screw here at the bottom. We're coming close, actually, guys. We are coming close here. Like I say, I really admire people for people's work ethic, and any military family? No military. So by trade, I'm a driver. Driven coaches and buses for the past 30 years. Dad was a tradesman. Mum was a hairdresser. My wife's a hairdresser. I still enjoy my job. Hang on. That servo needs to be centered. Right, let's not tighten that up yet. But very much enjoy doing what I'm doing. And I do feel I'm in a lucky place. Like I say, props to my wife. She's super supportive. And she understands me. Right, where am I? So I put wire in there. That's all looking neat. Actually, it looks a lot neater than I was anticipating. Looks really neat. Well, that's my OCD looking good. As you can see, motor wires go in there lovely. I'm happy to talk about real life, guys. Like I say, I started the channel for mental health reasons. Lockdown was really hard in the sense of I'm a very social person, and going from not being a social person to being someone who wasn't really able to talk to people, you know, you weren't allowed to kind of interact with stuff. Completely fried my mind, to be honest with you. Completely fried my mind. Try to put a bit of grease on you. It's not looking too bad, mind, to be honest with you. And the diffs feel good. This feel awesome, actually. Yeah, let's put a little bit of grease on. And anyway, like I was saying, yeah, lockdown was a weird time for loads of people. You know, we all went from being out and about and doing stuff, and yeah, it was just odd. Right. Let's put a wheel underneath you while I'm doing this. A lot of us did, dude. A lot of us did. Did teach me a lot of things, though. Like, you know, to look outside more, to be more present, to not undervalue family. Not that I did anyway, but to be more around, more alive, more with it. Taught me that I didn't need as much money as I thought I initially did to live. We all love more money, but I think a lot of us realised actually maybe we don't need as much as we initially thought we did. I don't know. Maybe I got that wrong. Maybe some people thought actually I need more money than I do. I was a DJ for many years, from the age of 13 up until I think it was 2018. Travelled all over the UK doing gigs and thought that was my thing. And it turns out a lot of the people that I actually bothered with weren't actually as close a friend as I thought they were. Or we just shared, maybe I've got that wrong, maybe it's more of a case of I shared different interests than this is the bit I've got to try and remember now where all the screws go, isn't it? I know there's a bunch of screws that go around here, so there's a good start. Right, I tell you what, put that bit there. Let's get the bottom end of this car on first, shall we? So there should be 2 screws. So if I remember rightly, these are longer ones that go in there. Let's check. Hell yeah, they are. Tony, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. How you doing, bud? Hope you're well. Thanks for joining, mate. My uncle-in-law is on here, guys. Awesome fella. Looking forward to seeing you soon, dude. Let's have a look at the comments. Right. Similar story here, Chris. I became a recluse after COVID. True. I am no discounter. I am no by discount and I look you. No by discount and I look you. What do you mean, Happy Day? Sorry, buddy. I think I've missed what you're saying there, dude. Come back in 5 minutes. Okay, cool. Right, shock tower. I know that goes on like so. Well, I've got to get that screw in first, haven't I? Right, nut. Ooh, it's an RC car. Hiya, buddy, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Right. Now we're starting to go together, guys. I think that screw goes by there, if I remember rightly. I will say Teknos, mate, they when kit wise, they are definitely the one of the best build qualities that I've worked on. 110% about that. Team Associated as well, very close. What else? When I was touring car racing, X-Ray, absolutely amazing quality. Honestly, the quality of X-Ray is just outstanding. I mean, the problem a lot of people get is they get put off by putting kits together. And yet, I think kits are actually an awesome way of people getting used to working on their cars as well. Like, for instance, I mean, I jumped straight into this car because I had the experience working on the MT410. Straight away, I was familiar with the platform. There's minor little changes, but just everything is well made with the Tekno. 7075 shock towers, you know, aluminium coated shocks. Every single nut screw is a cap head, or of good quality, should we say. The shock tuning and the way they feel, emulsion style shocks. And people think because essentially it's a race kit that they can't be bashed. Far from it. Far from it. In fact, you probably have less breakages with one of these sort of kits than you would normally with an RTR. And 9 times out of 10 with an RTR, you will have to upgrade certain parts of the car to get anywhere near the same sort of build quality. Normally, I mean, with an RTR, most of us go, right, you want to put 7075 shock towers on. Well, you don't need to with these. I did on my MT410. I changed them over for Octane shock towers. But to be quite honest with you, there was no real need for me to do it. I will say that, you know, I'll put my hand up there. I did put different shock towers on. But honestly, there was no need. Great year, waiting for Friday trip to Henstridge airstrip for tests. Nice. So, what are you testing out? What are you testing out? Was saying my Outcast V2 is now fixed. Not sure how I did it. What I did to it. Now I have a V2.5 Outcast and sold one for the X-Max. I've got a new Mojave 4S on pre-order. Buzzing. Awesome. Yeah, nice, mate. Mojave 4S, epic truck. Hey Jensen, how you doing? Yeah, went with the Eco Boost spare time. It turns out that the Savox was a little bit too high. I'm not sure if you commented that a while ago, but for some reason that's only just come through. Right, okay, so that's on. Let's put chassis screws back in. So the longer ones go at the front. Twin 6S. Oh, nice. Nice. What make? Shocks feel stunning. Right, put the wheels back on. £120-mile-an-hour challenge. 120-mile-an-hour challenge for under £500. Nice. I just thought, actually, I have actually got a set of 70mm hex adapters for this, so I could. Where are they to? I could run different wheels on you at some point. They could work. They could definitely work. J Concept Magmas. Right, now I'm not going to solder a new connector on you today, but what I will do is I have got a battery there just to program this and make sure. I'll program it all in a moment, set up the servo, set my endpoint, calibrate my ESC, make sure everything is working in that sense, and then I'll probably change the connector out to a EC5 then, because that's normally what I run. So obviously this will come across and go underneath here like so. Or actually, well, it doesn't really matter. It'll probably go over the top there actually. Right, receiver. So R7FG is what I'm going to go with. She is definitely all together. 2 seconds, guys. I'm literally just going to go and grab a battery. I'll be 2 seconds. Right, sorry guys, I just had to go and get a battery. Oh, it's Ralphie. There you are guys. Everyone was asking where Ralphie is. The boss is here. He's here. Say hello. Hiya buddy. Hiya buddy. Hi. Can say hello to everyone? Right. Let's plug a receiver in. I wonder what. How you doing? Thanks for joining. B46S Thunder Tiger extended. Nice. Two 2150 kV motors with the Gyro 32 theoretically 138, so no rolling resistance. With a 40 spur is 173 possible. Nice. Chris Swallow, how you doing? And who has an RC car is also Chris. Lots of Chris's in the house. Right, let's plug this ESC in. 1 to turn, 2 to burn. And then, once I've got it programmed, I'll stick it down. So we should have power now. Let me just see if it comes on. We do. We use our 3S, so that's cool. Got my radio link. Let's put them in there. Put that in there. That out of the way. Put my radio link by here. Let's make some space, shall we? Because bloody mess in here. Got Ralphie down in the corner, but they're chewing a stick. The boss man has returned. The boss man has returned. You right, dude? Get rid of that, get rid of that. There's all my tools over here. Put my cap back on my thread lock. I just realised I haven't plugged my bloody fan in, have I? Right, never mind, I can do that in a minute. I'm not going to run it on 3S, I'm just doing it for now because that's the only battery I've got here to connect up to. And then I'm going to also stick down this on-off switch as well. Right, handset on.
Welcome to Radio Link.
Is it bound to this handset? Let's turn it on first, see what happens. No, it's not bound, so if I go to I go to there, change the name to Tekno M2 Tekno SCT and then 410, just in case I get any others. Confirm. Right, Tekno SCT410 mode select, yes. Now we need to change receiver setting to version 1, and it should be on here, R7 FG, yes, that's on there, so I'll change that to that. And then we press 3 times for binding. It should bind straight up. 1, 2, 3. That's flashing. No. Now bind. There you go. Very easy to use these. Right, so now steering wheel straight. We need to put the car on a stand. I'm in Somerset and sayers like to with effort you want to cut there. So we got steering. Nothing wrong with that servo. I would have liked it to be a little bit more straight. So let's see if I can find another notch. I like to mechanically set it first before. That's a bit better like that. Right, okay. We need a screw for here now, and then we'll set the end point there. If I can find one. Where's my box of screws gone? Insane how many folk don't realise the knowledge needed for this hobby. Once you delve in as deep as this, tuning and programming, diff oils, shocks, upgrades and oils, you are right there, to be honest, noobs. I know noobs learning. My biggest challenge so far was wiring two FTX Ravines together with four ESC and a UBEC. Jesus, yeah, there's a lot of wiring. Need the AliExpress link Robbie used and the light bows. Got you. What, for the handset? Is that what you're on about, noobs? Because drop me a message and I can sort that out for you. Chris, you agree, mate? The kind of person to learn something new. Need to know until I can't understand. Need to swat up. What impressed me is the folk who already know it all. Yeah, no worries, dude. I can give you the link. No problem at all. Now, you mentioned, buddy, about people who already know it all. You'd be surprised, dude. Honestly, I'm always learning. This hobby isn't as easy as a lot of people think, and I know expert. I know what I know. Is the screw too long is the question. Don't think it is actually. Cool. Is the steering still good? Perfect. Right, so I'm going to have a touch of Loctite in there to keep it on. It was cheap on Ali, 110%. My mate, if he don't know it, he will learn it so quickly. I got to. Yeah, true. What I paid came without a battery, that's all. Well, the batteries are cheap, mind. Banggood is where I got mine. And I think, if I remember rightly, there you go. Perfect. Right, so end point on the handset. I'm going to do a year review on this handset as well, because a lot of people ask questions about it. I've had nothing, and I mean nothing but good experience with it. Yes, I work a little bit with Radio Link now. Good situation, but when I purchased the handset, it wasn't what's the word for it? Intentional. To actually yeah, power, that's good. Right, so I will need to reverse stuff around. It wasn't intentional to work with them. When I bought it because I liked it. Right, let's set the endpoint first. Go into the handset. Where are we to? Handset, endpoint. No, we'll set the endpoint after I've done the sub trim. Sub trim, steering, want to turn. There you go. Right. Okay. Cool. Steering is now straight. Let's go to endpoint. Turn right. $80 on that side. And 80 on that side actually. So right, now gyro is enabled, so I should have gyro. Is it set in the right direction? Let's turn it right up. Nope. Okay, so that's easily swappable. So what you do on your receiver then, just turn the gyro down first. If your gyro is facing the wrong way, once you're in gyro mode, so 3 presses on the button is to get you into gyro mode. And then to swap your gyro to the correct way, if you notice your wheels, so what would happen with the gyro, let me just turn that off, 2 secs. What should happen with the gyro is your back end steps out, your wheel should counter, right? So if you're finding that when your back end goes with you, and you do, which is causing it to do that, 2 presses on the receiver in here, which should be, let's have a look, is it gonna, yeah, so that's joined in. Smaller, I need something smaller. So now with the, that should be, put that down, like so. No, that's still going the wrong way. There you go, we're now facing the right way. Perfect. Right, so gyro is on. Let's knock that off now because we don't need it a second. Now turn the car off and program forward and reverse. Right, now, so programmed, calibrated the ESC, set up the servo, that should be all done now really, apart from putting a fan on. Now I can imagine I'm going to want to need to put a fan on here as well, but I did find last time I did this, let me remember now. I went this way, like so. But I am going to have to hide the motor wire. Will it go around? Is the question. I went this way. Should work. Yep. Oh, loads of comments. Sorry, guys. La, 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 la. Hey, Monster. How you doing? Sorry, dude. Working on the Tekno SCT410 2.0. So I just put all the electrics in the car. Set up the receiver. I might look at some programming in a second, depending on what the settings are. I want to make sure it's on 7.4 BEC. Hope everyone's well. Guys, chuck a like on the video as well if you don't mind. Thank you, Monster. I appreciate it. So, I believe a steering... Let's turn this off 2 seconds. I got a feeling that should be right now, actually, though. This feels awesome. Let's have a look at the instructions. Move the car over a little bit. Well, I would do if they were there. Where have they gone? Oh, they're here. Right. What is it set on out the box? LVC is set quite low, 3 volts, so I want to put that on 3.2. Oh, right, okay, so the BEC isn't on 7.4. Right. So it means my steering will actually be a little bit quicker again now. So put the receiver in. Let's get that out of the way. What team associated do I have? So I've got the RC8B 3.2, the buggy, which is this, and I absolutely adore this buggy. Really, really awesome buggy. This, it's so good. Honestly, absolutely amazing. And also the RC8 T4E. Again, awesome truggy. Got a little bit of work to do on that. Nothing major. I just want to possibly gear it up somehow. Should have scissors here. Should make things a little bit easier. Yep, that'll do. RC what for the white and yellow? What? Sorry? Numbers and letters kill me. Just wanted to say hello. Drop my like and also hit the sub. See you around, mate. Gotta get my day started. Thank you, Monster. Thank you for joining, brother. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, okay, yeah. So it's an 8 scale buggy, bud. A lot of the boys on here have seen it run, and yeah, she's a quick car. She is definitely a quick car. I actually bought that second hand. That's not a brand new car. Bought it second hand from a Facebook group. And yeah, just wicked. Really, really enjoy that car. There you go. Receiver is in. Let's put this off this stand a second because the stand is annoying me. And like done sub, please likewise all round share the love. Will do. I can't do it right this minute because obviously it would take me off the live stream, but yeah, I will do that. Now, the only thing I don't like about these Tekno receiver boxes is I like to have a wire poking out. Oh, you can. Oh, I'm lying. I am lying. I'm lying. So I'll bring one wire across here, like so. That goes in there. I need a 1.5 mil. Wonderful. Just dropped every single nut and screw that I own. Perfect. I'm actually going to be getting a KK bit myself. They've asked me to do a review on it. The same as the disciplines. So the buggy, the Beetle. They asked me last year did I want to do it, and at the time, because what they do is they allow us to evaluate the car. You have to pay for shipping, and work had just kind of swapped my shifts around and everything. I didn't quite have the money at the time to actually pay for the shipping because the shipping's not cheap. So yeah, but I've been back in contact with KK, and yeah, I've got fingers crossed going to be looking at the KK pit, the Beetle, the same as what Aaron has just reviewed. Right. Looks awesome too, to be fair. I have noticed there's a gap in the receiver box here, so I might put a piece of foam in there quickly. Yeah, he seems a really good guy, doesn't he? Does seem a really good guy, to be fair. There you go. Watertight. Little piece of foam in there. Actually, let's put this screw back in first. Cool, that's in. Let's have a look. Done a few vids on my X-By-8 Ravine. It's pretty cool. What was the noise of the broken hearts? What do you mean by that? Hey, Ralphie. Anyone SWUK up for a speed car test Friday? I've organised. Jesse, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Right, check that still turns on. Picks up the handset. Should have done the other way around. Yeah. Cool. So that's good. I need a little bit more on here now. Whereabouts is there nuts and bolts dropping? Yeah, I just dropped nuts and bolts absolutely everywhere. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be resorting them out. I'll just put them in there and then hope for the best. If I need them, I'll just go by size rather than... Right, okay. It's going to be a slow and painful night if I've got to go through them all. So, think we're good. Oh, programming, ESC. Get all this crap out of the way. Let me just check it all turns on one more time. Perfect. Recognizes it. Right. Okay. So that is good. Like I say, that's only on 3S. And I've got it set up for 4S. Program card, which is right here. Hiya Toby, how are you doing? Thanks for joining, my mate. Are you okay? Nice to see you on board, buddy. I enjoyed your video the other night. I really did. I can't see if I'll have no money down there. But we're going to have a go anyway. Can't remember if it's the other way around. Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Tobe. Just setting up a new truck. Let's be honest. I know you, for one, do like it. Nope, it's the other way around. Okay. Do love a Tekno. Yeah, you raised some valid points in your video the other day, dude. Right. Program card is in. Let's have a look. Where's the instructions? No, that's in Chinese. Chinese is no good. Right. Forward brake in reverse. Yes, we want that. I want to change item 2 to... what are we on? Option 4. No, let's change it to option 5. Punch. I'm going to leave on 5. BC voltage number 10. Change out the value 2. And that should be programmed then. Yes. Perfect. So now when I turn it on, the fan spinning up faster. Perfect. And the steering should be a little bit quicker. All good. Perfect. Lovely. Well, apart from putting the fan in, guys, I think that is mission successful. I've got to work out which way I'm going to put the fan wire, because unfortunately it's very close to the drive shaft and I really don't fancy catching it. I see a job in the pricing at track. It says producing to get equipment, product. Don't who me, probably hate me now. No, I wouldn't have said so. I wouldn't have said so, dude. Far from it. People have opinions. There's nothing wrong with having an opinion. Well, I don't know, I could run it. Sod it, we are going to run it. Because on 4S, I got a feeling this might get a tad warm. What's the... Is it the ET you've got, Toby? Do you have the Truggy? The new one? The older one, is it, dude? It's still a very capable Truggy, though, isn't it? From what I'm told. Right, I'm going to hide this cable in the wiring gap here. I was just talking to the guys on here, and something about Teknos. Like I say, this is my third now. And I love them all. Every single one of them, apart from this wiring loom. It is hard to describe, isn't it? You know, when you try and explain to someone, race kits, they're just on another level. I've said it in many videos. And I don't race anymore. I mean, I wish I could, but there's no way really to race them near me. But they're all 110 scale racing, really. And then the nearest place for me to run a 8 scale is about an hour and a half, nearly 2 hours away. But even bashing them, yeah, something a little bit different from them altogether. I do like my team associated as well, though. I'd urge anyone who haven't tried one to give them a go. DR8s are cool. No, I'm not really a jumper, I would say, myself. But again, when in Rome sometimes, for God's sake, this flipping... right, hang on. Where is my... Better, put a work light on. There you go, I can see better now. Really do need to. I've got a light here, but I still haven't put it up. Lazy. That's what. Why? There you go. There you go. How hard was that? Right. Now. Take care, Toby. Thanks for jumping on, bud. So the question is, can I get this into there now? I've jammed a piece of foam in. Can I get the piece of foam out? Yes. And it will go there like so. Turn it on. Will the fan work? And we have a fan. Wicked. Right. My piece of foam. What did I do with that? There you go. Fans I normally go with rocket, but I've started buying these Yoshido ones, which, to be honest with you, are basically rocket fans. But obviously I normally spec the fans as per the motor can. There are a few cars, I'll show you in a second now, but yeah, they're just cheap enough off AliExpress. Oh, no worries, take it easy. Thanks for joining, buddy. Right, so as you can see, that's the fan I'm using because it's a 40mm can. But yeah, they work really well. And the brackets I use are, again, AliExpress, which are these. So they just clip around the motor. You tighten the screw down onto the motor, and then your fan gets attached on there. But that's not going anywhere. And they do pump a fair bit of air around as well. So but yeah, that'll keep the motor nice and cool there. Steering is nice and quick now, mine. Looking forward to giving this a rip. Very much looking forward to this. Gyros are working fine. Let's have a look. All good. She's golden, boys and girls. She's golden. Very happy with that, actually. It's come out proper clean. So, really nice looking. Brand new servo, brand new ESC, brand new motor, brand new fan, 22 pinion. Yeah, should work very, very well. I just want to change the connector over when I get 5 minutes, but let's put the body back on. Like I said earlier, I've got this for when we're racing. So it came with two bodies. So this is the short course truck body. I had to repair this though, there was a little ding in it. So that is the short course truck body. So that's cool. And then I've also got this pickup truck, which I personally like a lot. There you go. And that's the pickup body. So yeah, I might have to raise the body post ever so slightly to run the pickup body, but I don't know, because yeah, it seems to go into the arches a little bit too much. But very nice looking. Very happy with that, actually. It's come out well. It has come out really well. Obviously, I'll do a proper video of this on the channel, guys. Rather than, you know, obviously this. But I wanted to put the car together on a live stream. And yeah, nice. Any questions you want to ask before, obviously, I kind of shut down the live stream, guys? Anything you want to talk about before I disappear? Pickup does look the best, right, doesn't it? Well, my tea, keema rice, apparently. Homemade keema rice. Take care, Mark. Thank you very much, bud. Homemade keema rice. And KFC style chicken, apparently. Not the real deal. I'll go for the AliExpress version. Oldies, guys. What are you having, Grim? Sure has come out beautiful, though. Really, really happy with this. Meal of Champions. Yeah, all fat people. One of the two. I'm not sure which category I fit in, but it's definitely one of them. Or could be both. Could be both. Do love a Tekno. Take care, Mark. Let's have a look. Don't know whatever there is in the buffet hall. Nice. Probably cheese based. Healthy. I like the healthy option. It's got to be cheese based. The cheese is good, especially with wine or port or both. What electric system do you recommend in a 1/10 truck 4S Max? Which truck are we talking about, Howard? Because this is a 1/10. This is classed as a 1/10. In here, obviously, I've got the 2650 4068 motor, 10BL 120 G2. Yeah, and it's perfect for this. But this is a heavier 1/10. Obviously, it's full metal chassis, race truck. If you're talking about maybe like getting a KK pit. Oh, well, to be honest with you, this system you see in front of you would be perfect in that, because quite honestly, that's what I plan on fitting in mine. When I get hold of the KK pit, that's exactly what I'll be fitting into it. Be careful with the KK pit though, just to let you know. I have seen people complaining about not really having proper instructions for it. So don't let that put you off. I mean, if you're confident in building it, I mean, a lot of it was just trial and error. But I have seen people saying that the KK pit unfortunately doesn't come with the instructions that many people need. But like I said, don't let that put you off. I'm already on the French website. Cool. Well, that's good. What, the instruction manual? Downloadable? Or is it a PDF that you can read online? Awesome looking truck though, isn't it? Awesome. Downloadable. Wow, that is cool. That is cool, because obviously I think Aaron touched on that when he did his review, that couldn't find any instructions. Right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. All right. Maybe two. Where are you at? There you go. There I am. There you go. I'm going to wrap this up now. Huge thank you for joining the stream, guys. Honestly, really appreciate you coming on board and you know, just being there for this build. And like I say, I have got a video going up on the channel. I can't even remember if it has gone up yet, but it might have actually gone up. There is a video on the Typhon Grom BLX. I should be up now. Might be 8 o'clock. I don't know. I'll have a look. The Tekno, as soon as the weather sorts itself outside, I will be doing a full video on that. Huge thank you to each and everybody who are obviously watching all the videos, and all like, shares and subscribes, guys. Absolutely epic. I'm humbled. It's honestly, if you haven't done it, consider it in the subscribe button. It was awesome to hang out with you, and I hope I can do more of this. And yeah, basically I like being able to work in front of you and talk to you at the same time. You can see what I'm up to, and it keeps you in the loop as well. And maybe we can just have like a hangout one day and just chat. I can go through some stuff for you. But till next time, guys, thank you very much. Check the box for any videos coming up, and I'll see you later. I've got to turn this off now, haven't I? I've got the wrong way around. Take care, guys. Thank you.